This is the plaintiff, Gregory DiBenedetto. He says he was on his way to a movie with a friend, and then, boom, the defendant slammed into him from the rear, causing extensive damage to his 2013 Hyundai Elantra. The defendant was driving recklessly, and since he was shaken up, he was taken to the emergency room. The defendant's insurance company dropped her, and he is here seeking the $1,582.58 he's owed. This is the defendant, Dawn Rella. She says the accident was not her fault because the plaintiff made an abrupt stop in the middle of the street without any warning. Besides, the guy is jacking up the price and trying to make money on her, and she is not going to be part of any money grab by anyone. She's accused of smacking a guy in the rear.
All parties, please use your right hands. Do you and each in case not pending before this court, the People's Court, case number 408, year 2018, DiBenedetto versus Rella. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
Yes.
All rise. People's Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Marilyn Milian presiding. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn in.
Thank you, Douglas. Give me a moment. Why don't we have a... I know there isn't, but why not, is what I'm asking, because this is like typically the case where I would have one. I'm going to have the litigants do it. All right. Gregory DiBenedetto?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you're suing Dawn Rella? Okay, for $1,582.58. That's representing a $500 deductible plus car rental and cab fare because, according to you, you had a car accident that was not your fault. It was her fault.
Correct, Your Honor.
What happened?
Your Honor, we were driving on a street in Huntington Park Avenue, going to a movie. It was New Year's Day, about 2:15 in the afternoon. Speed limit there is 35 miles an hour. Traffic had slowed down in front of me. I slowed down, and we suddenly got rammed in the rear end of my car very severely. My car actually veered into the oncoming traffic, and I quickly was able to get back into my lane. We were going north, and the impact was very frightening. I pulled over. I was a bit disoriented for a little while, and very, very nervous. And Joan was with me. We were going to the movie together. And finally, I got my head together and dialed 911. On my cell phone for ambulance. Policeman came, the ambulance came, and the ambulance came for me, and then she felt she needed one, so we had two ambulances. We went to the emergency room at Huntington Hospital.
Tell me, when the accident happened, did you talk to her?
Very briefly, after I felt less disoriented, I got out of the car very briefly and stayed by the side of my car. At that point, she got out and said, "Are you okay?" And I said no. And then I had the presence of mind to go back into my car and dial 911 for help.
Okay. So what part of your car was damaged?
Pretty much the entire rear end, the whole right quarter.
Do you have photographs of it?
Your Honor, I was not in the mindset to take pictures. I believe
about
the
later?
Defendant did. I have.
Do you have photographs of it?
My car.
I can't hear you.
My car, not his car.
Just trying to help you. What ended up happening with your car?
Well, I had to take it to the collision shop the next day. We were in the ER for about 6 hours for observation.
Okay.
And my car was, the police
can I have two cars?
the police officer told my daughter, who came to the hospital, that the car was drivable. So when we got released, I drove it very slowly home.
Okay. Can you do me a favor? Can you come over here?
Of course. By the way,
Just hold on one second.
Hold on one second. Hold on. No, you can come. I'm sorry. Don't talk. Because you don't have a mic until you get here. This mic will capture what you say. So just go ahead and come.
But there is a diagram in the police report as well.
I don't want their diagram. Tell me how I should draw this one.
Okay.
Is there a turning lane where people
No,
turn?
ma'am, it's straight.
Just straight. All right. And so literally, there's the lane, and then this will be you,
This
and
is
then this will
north.
be,
This is going
that's
north.
going north,
Correct.
and this will be the defendant's car. And how does she hit you? Show me on the
This is
cars.
the defendant's car?
Yeah, show me how she hits you.
Based on the damage in my car, it had to be this way.
Okay,
very-
and then
very
your
nice.
car, and so it's square on the whole back of the car, and then your,
Most of the back, not the entire.
and then your car gets pushed into
Yeah,
oncoming.
And I quickly veered
Get back
over
in.
And then pulled over to stop.
Okay. All right, and then go ahead and go back.
She, her car was.
That's all right. See, the stuff that happens afterwards doesn't really affect
Okay.
my judgment. So go ahead. I mean, I'm sorry. I hope
No,
you
that's
folks
all right.
weren't hurt. I don't mean to be insensitive.
I'm glad to be alive today. We're
Okay.
both glad to be in one piece, and that was the foremost.
Every
thing
day
in my
you
mind.
have right.
We were reborn since January 1st.
Okay, go ahead and go back there. What happened?
Well,
Can I get the repair order of the car?
we were driving north
Yes.
on Park Avenue. The traffic did start to slow. There was a car in front of Mr. DiBenedetto's car who began to make a right-hand turn onto Woodhuller Road and slowed down, but did not make a fluid turn. In other words, and there would be no reason not to, but for whatever reason, they stopped again. My recollection is that Mr. DiBenedetto went to just simply go around this gentleman. Just, so 3 cars. Car number 1 is making a right, slows down. He goes to go this way, just to go around him, which is normal, and I went to go to the right. I don't really know. It's not Mr. DiBenedetto's fault. I'm not saying that it is. He then stopped again. I did not hit him head on. I hit him because I'm going this way, the front end of my car over here, and his back
Come
end
over
car.
here and
Sure.
you show me how you say it. This is where pictures would come in very handy, folks, of both cars. But anyway, how do you say it happened?
Okay, so as it's happening,
Do you have a third car?
yes, it's okay.
It's all right. I got it in my head. The car's
I'll be
turning.
So
Okay.
he goes to go this way, stops, and I hit him like that.
Oh.
Okay?
Well, then why are you hitting him from behind anyway?
Because, again,
What, you misjudged? You did exactly what my husband does.
I did.
You misjudged how fast he was going to get out of your way?
No, what I did is
Why is everyone in such a hurry all the time?
I took my eye off. And
Yeah,
I
you took
went
your
to go
eye
to
off the
right.
ball, off the car, off the whatever. So what's your... Okay, go ahead and go back. 'Cause- Wait. You got to wait till you get back because you're not
sorry.
mic'd.
I'm sorry.
So what's your defense?
I have said all along, Judge, that I'm not necessarily saying that it was not my fault. I'm saying that I don't know that it's all my fault.
I
okay?
think it is, but what did the insurance companies say?
We're finding that out right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I in addition, all right. I'll be
Go ahead,
quiet.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, when Mr. DiBenedetto I got out of the car first. I immediately went over and asked them both, because I'm respectful that my parents are about their age and they drive. Are you okay? Are you all right? And I wanted to make sure before anything that they were all right. When Mr. DiBenedetto mentioned to me that Joan maybe had a little bit of a heart issue, I said, you got to go to the ambulance. We need ambulances
gosh.
right away. So
Everyone must have been so afraid.
I was-
How high impact was the crash, though?
not that high, Your Honor, because my airbags did not deploy.
Oh, that's a standard? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, yes. So
Right.
basically, may I go on? Should I?
Yeah.
Okay. About a couple of days later, Mr. DiBenedetto called me. I'm having an issue with Geico in terms of auto pays not coming out. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
And
no, it does, because what happened is that Geico refused coverage, right?
Yes.
She was not insured, Your Honor. She
Right.
did not have automobile insurance since December 11th.
Right.
My insurance
So you're
company-
fighting with your insurance company
Yes.
for coverage. Hopefully, you'll win that.
It's looking good.
Okay.
So when
And in the meantime, you asked her, listen, cover my deductible because I got to get my car
I
fixed.
wanted the deductible and the cost for the auto rental, and we had to use cabs to go
Right.
to the train station.
And you were willing to do that, but
Yes,
your
I-
lawyer advises you only do that if he signs a release.
That is correct.
Okay,
had
now
sent
I don't
Mr.
blame your lawyer for such. Who's your lawyer? Like, I don't mean the name. I mean, is your lawyer something of yours? Like, is your husband your lawyer? Or
Oh, no.
friend?
No, I had originally sent Mr. DiBenedetto a release, which he had an
Who
objection.
drafted the release?
Oh, my attorney. My attorney.
Your real attorney
My
who you
real
use for
attorney.
other stuff.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
All right,
As
all right.
judge.
Now, that makes good sense. The lawyer's a good lawyer, but why? Thank the good Lord that you have the sense not to sign that, because
Your Honor, it was a carte blanche for the release from
Right.
liability for everything.
how do you know not to sign that? Good for you, because
I know
then
how to
obviously-
read. I can read.
You can read. I love it. I love
I'm
it.
somewhat literate.
Wait, hold on. Let me hold on to this feeling. Okay. Were you ever involved in the law or no?
No, ma'am.
Okay. What did you used to do? Are you retired?
I am retired.
What was your profession
I
before?
was
you?
an engineer,
Okay.
Your Honor.
So of course he's not going to sign that, because then he all of a sudden his insurance company loses the right to go against you for the damage, for the fixing of his
Exactly.
car. So
Plus, she was not covered by insurance. She was uninsured.
yeah.
My insurance company advised me she was not insured.
Right.
I called Geico. Her
Oh, we're
insurance
done.
company-
We're done. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. You win.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have
One.
no
Yeah.
I have no problem. I would have been happy to pay
I
them.
got it,
just,
but not
you
with the
know,
waiver. See, if you would be
Yeah.
so happy, I wouldn't be here. If you had
Right.
just paid that, figured it out with Geico later, and not made him sign a release, I would feel better about you. But I feel fine about your lawyer.
Yeah.
But if my lawyer told me, hey, let's do this, I would say, well, that doesn't sound right or fair. But in any event.
I wanted the judge to decide, which is what we both agreed.
Right, unless he
Which is
would,
fine.
unless he was my average litigant who might have signed the release, right? Then he'd be completely nailed, which
I
would be
offered to
kind of
settle.
wrong. We're good. We're good.
Right.
I got you. How old are you? May I ask that?
I beg your pardon?
May I ask the question? How old you were?
Of course you were. You may. 82.
God bless you.
Thank you.
And how old are you,
I
Joan?
need all I can get.
Yeah. How old are you, Joan?
I'm 70.
7.
Are you dating?
77.
Are you two dating? Are you an item?
You're 77.
Oh, I,
77.
he says,
What's a year or two in either direction? Are you two together or no?
yes, we
We're
are.
very, very good friends.
Yes.
We don't live together, but we're very, very good
Very
friends.
good.
We're both widowed, and we see a lot of each other.
Enjoy. $1,582.58. Verdict for the plaintiff, plus, of course, your court costs. Good luck, folks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I couldn't remember.
You said you were 70.
So, in what was really quite a simple case, the plaintiff prevails. Ms. Rell, if you'll step over here. Yeah, I know you said you didn't think you were all responsible, as you put it, but in the eyes of the law, you were. You're on the hook.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly I was.
And you could have prevented coming to court had you paid him.
There was that gray area that basically said, why are you signing just something that's a receipt? The gentleman is handing you a receipt to pay for damages. Why should you do that? You better find out what the legal
And
ramifications
you weren't
of this-
insured. How come? You
I-
said it was early December?
I'm on auto pay, and apparently
Something happened?
Did
you know you weren't insured?
Clearly not. No.
Oh, wow.
I was the payment was supposed to come out in December. I didn't get my bill until the first week in January, and suddenly they're telling me I didn't pay. I'm on auto pay for everything in my life.
All right.
So
well,
it was.
somebody goofed somewhere.
Yes, exactly.
Well, sorry about that, but you're on the
Thank you.
hook. Okay,
Thank you
thank
so
you very
much.
much. Okay. Now, Mr. DiBenedetto, if you'll step out here. I'm glad you could remind her how old she was. You know.
She still lies about her age.
She does.
said 70.
You got caught. Okay. Congratulations. The judge said
Thank
you
you,
were
sir.
very smart in this case. You
I
know.
hope so. I try.
Yeah. Well, good for you.
And,
okay.
okay.
I mean, this was simple. You know, she owes you the money. She got to pay.
It wasn't that simple for me. It was a tough grind
And I'm
to
sure
get
it was
to this
a
point.
scary
but
experience
good.
to go through.
Oh,
I mean, she must have hit you pretty hard.
very hard. Very.
Really?
$7,000 car damage.
Yeah.
I'm happy we're just here in one piece
Yeah.
and alive.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Okay. Well, good enough. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
By the way, what movie were you going to see? Do you remember?
Ready?
Yeah.
Yes. Darkest Hour.
Oh, good movie. Okay. Very good.
Pretty ironic.
All right. It
We
was
have-
your darkest hour.
It
Yeah.
was our darkest hour indeed.
Okay. Thank you. Harvey?